does it mean to be unstoppable?
Charging straight into the action there.
Unstoppable is a celebration of character.
This is the definition of IronMan as they go up and around.
When all is against you, you keep going.
They find something deep inside him.
When being knocked down is just the moment before you get back up.
That is unbelievable.
When others say you can't, but you know you can. Never give up.
She salutes the crowd and grabs the tape, and what a win it was.
Witness the unstoppable, the Nutri-Grain IronMan and IronWoman series.
Good afternoon and welcome to the stunning Kingscliff beach here in northern New South Wales for round number 6, the final round of the Nutri-Grain IronMan and IronWoman series. We'd like to send a big thank you to the Coogin Surf Club and the Tweed Shire Council for your amazing efforts to make all of this happen. We've had 5 rounds of racing in just over 2 weeks. We've had 2 rounds already this weekend, and today, here on these sands, we are going to crown our Nutri-Grain Series champions. Joining me in commentary, former Coolangatta Gold champion Josh Minogue. Josh, the big question today, it's the survival format. Can anyone go with Ali Day?
Nobody's been able to do it so far. No one's ever won 6 from 6, and we're looking at history in the making today if he can win this final round. It's going to be a tough ask for the rest of the field. I don't know if they can do it.
And how do these athletes go once again, just 24 hours after that brutal racing yesterday?
Yesterday was one of the hardest days I've ever seen in the sport, but today it's all about how bad do you want it. The finish line's in sight. You've got to give everything you've got in every race and hope it goes your way.
Well, all 6 rounds of the summer have been here in Kingscliff due to COVID. Josh, take us through the summer so far.
That's exactly right. 5 down, just 1 to go. We've got the survival format today. We've been through Enduro Surf, the Specialist, and Survival this weekend. We'll take a look at the women's overall point score, and it's all about Lana Rogers on top. She is an 8-point lead from Lizzie Wellborn and Georgia Miller. Harriet Brown is out today with a leg injury. She injured that yesterday. Lucy Derbyshire will step in, but it's all about whether Brown can stay in the top 10. Hancock, Dunn, Spencer and Cooper all sit outside the top 10. They'll need to get a wriggle on. On the men's side of things, a perfect performance from Ali Day means he is on a maximum of 100 points. The big movers yesterday were Matt Poole and Matt Bevilacqua, who jumped up into 6th and 7th. We head over the page, TJ Hendy, White and Tannen Linden all the way down the bottom, who will not race today. And these boys, they're going to have the best day of their life if they want to reach the top of this point score.
Well, as we've seen, Ali Day 5 from 5 so far this summer. But if we cast our mind back, it was just 12 months ago if we were ever going to see Ali Day race again.
Ali Day, the arms punch the sky.
After winning the 2019 Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Ironman series, it was by far the best feeling I've experienced as an Ironman. A freak accident in July of 2019 saw me break both my wrists, and there was obviously that doubt that I might not be able to compete again. I really drew upon what kind of character I wanted to be. The fact of the matter is I just couldn't end my career like that. You need to have a strong character, a strong will. You need to be resilient. There's light at the end of the tunnel. I'm fitter, healthier, happier than I've ever been. And I can't wait to get my foot on the start line and race in the Nutri-Grain series again.
Well, Ali Day, absolutely unstoppable so far. But as always, the conditions will play a big part in today's racing, the wind and the surf. Let's get down to the sand with Jordan Mercer and the all-important weather report.
Thank you so much, guys. I'm so excited to be down at the beach today. It is looking like an absolute postcard, but that postcard is on fire. It is so hot at the moment. There are some light onshore breezes, and the athletes will be kicking off on a mid-tide. I think because of that mid-tide, we can expect to see some action on that back bank. Athletes who could be getting hit by waves on their way out, and on the way back, we could see some real changes in positions and possibly some tight sprint race finishes. As I said, today, I think it's going to be all about the heat, how the athletes manage that, survival format. Be prepared for the most exciting racing you've ever seen.
Well, Josh, yesterday everyone made it through to the Iron Final, but today is survival and it's all about staying out of that red zone bubble.
That's exactly right. It's one of the most brutal formats in surf sports. 3 races today, and you have to stay off the bottom. Race number 1 will drop out 6. In race number 2 will drop out 6. That will leave 8 in the final, the toughest test in surf sports.
Well, Josh, it's my favourite format, and it's an absolutely star-studded field about to take off the sand. Let's have a look.
We'll take a look at the girls, and for the final time, the best athletes in the world will go head-to-head. Rogers in one in the yellow, Miller down to Cooper, the girls in green. The rest of the girls are in pink, except for the two wildcards, Electra Outram and Tiani Massey. And then Lucy Derbyshire, she will be last on the line. She is replacing Harriet Brown.
We've got 20 incredible Iron Women, 3 super fast races. It's called Survival. It's live from Kingscliff Beach. We'll be right back straight after this. Round 6 of the Nutri-Grain Ironman and Iron Women live from Kingscliff Beach, northern New South Wales. We're racing round 6. It's called Survival, and we will crown our series champions here today. Let's get down to the sand with former Nutri-Grain series champion Jordan Mercer. She is live with Lana Rogers.
Lana, tell us, just how tough was it to recover after yesterday's racing?
Yeah, that's a very tough format yesterday. I gave it my all, I really did, and unfortunately it didn't go my way, but I'm really happy with the outcome. I'm keeping it consistent, and today I want to finish with a smile on my face. That's all I want.
Knowing that today your series title could be denied or decided in this survival format, how are you feeling about that?
I'm just so thankful for the journey and just the whole series that I've been able to put together with my coaches. I'm really thankful for that, so I can't ask for anything more. Yeah.
And with today's format, if you make that final race, your series is decided. What are you willing to do to make that happen?
Don't tell me that. Again, I'm just trying to take it each leg, each race at one at a time, and again, finish with a smile on my face. Yeah, I'm really happy with the series I put together, and it means so much to me, and I just want to put it again together one last time.
That's what you got the chance for. Good luck.
She'll be looking for more than a smile, Josh. She'll be looking to take out this series. And thank you to Lana Rogers. We are live from the start line there.
Literally 30 seconds away. She walks out of the interview. She knows she's got to get her board. 3 races today. Board, ski, swim is the first order. Stay out of the bottom 6. There's been drama aplenty in the last 24 hours. No Harriet Brown. She hurt her foot yesterday in the specialist. Lucy Derbyshire will line up. Off and away. We are about to crown our Nutri-Grain Iron Woman Series champion. The girls go in, a couple go down almost immediately, and just like that, up and over. Tiani Massey in the orange centre of screen got off to an absolute flyer. Lana Rogers in the yellow cozies sitting alongside her and going with her. Georgia Miller's there, Lizzie Wellborn's there, all the big hitters are there. These girls seem on from the get-go.
It's the survival format. It's all about staying out of the red zone in the first 2 races, and that sets you up for the third. This field is spreading, Josh. We've got waves, we've got surf, we've got ever-changing conditions, and right now it's all about getting out, getting clear, execute your race plan in leg number 1.
It might seem counterintuitive, but the guys and girls who go out hard at the start in the first race, they set themselves up. Look at Lizzie Wellborn, Maddie Spencer, the 2 Newport training partners going hard on the front, Georgia Miller with them. But the ones who set their race up, they're a little less stressed, they're a little more comfortable. So you will see these guys go full ball from the start, everything in from this board leg, and then try and establish a bit of a rhythm, settle down and get through this first race. You don't want to be in the back, really under pressure in the red zone.
They know the pressure that's coming. The big names are all in the mix for the series here today. Lizzie Wellborn there aboard the IRB. We're just metres away from these athletes here. You can see them as they turn this can.
Maddie Spencer on the inside. She's a super yacht saleswoman by trade during the day, and she's paddling like a super yacht goes right now. She's in the lead on the inside. Danielle McKenzie on the grey and yellow. Lizzie Wellborn on the all yellow board. Georgia Miller 4 wide, but on the front. Behind her, Emma Woods in the centre of the screen. Lana Rogers in the yellow on the pink board. They're doing a great job, and Naomi Scott tight on that one. But there's maybe 10 board lengths from first to last. All these girls are into the action at the moment. Wellborn gets a little break coming around that can as Spencer got caught up. There's waves on today. We saw the same yesterday. If you head over to the right-hand side of your screen, there's a little bigger over there. That's what Georgia Miller's done. Picked it up. Lizzie Wellborn looks across and goes, "That's not fair, but that's surf racing.
The difference in the waves, and this is going to bring the whole field
Out
back
the
as well,
back.
Josh. The party wave is on.
There is a wave out the back. Everyone's on it. What we've seen as well, someone's off, someone's flipped, someone's out the back as well. So there's drama for those girls. 3 off the back. That's not where you want to be. The rest of the field, except Georgia Miller, flying down that. And once this wave goes into the hole, you've got to keep it moving. If you stop paddling for a second, you'll fall off the back. Derbyshire goes off the back. Electra Outram goes off the back. Those girls are gone. That is a huge mistake early in the race.
Amazing shots of this field there, Josh. Everyone on that wave as Miller comes up in control, but this is what the surf's going to do. Great up close and personal with these amazing athletes.
Lana Rogers looking strong in transition. You can see how hard these girls are running. Taylor Halliday's there. Maddie Dunn's there as well, but it's Danny McKenzie in 2. Lana Rogers in the yellow. Taylor Halliday in number 12 there. Charlotte Cross not wearing a number. They charge around. Electra Outram after falling off. That's Jade Hardstaff not with a number. Carla Papak in 14 there. Maddie Spencer, she led. She's now in the back half, and that is how quickly your luck can change. Maddie Spencer went from 1st to 18th just like that. Courtney Hancock's in second last. Gemma Smith's in last place. Those girls are deep in the red zone.
Survival, that's why it's our favourite format. It always has a twist and a turn. As you mentioned, Josh, Miller here getting out. It's all about confidence now. These big names, they're trained, they've recovered. This is all about your race rhythm and how you execute on the big stage. Hancock now, the response has to come. She's going to know she's in that red zone. A former series champion in big, big trouble right now.
That's exactly right. She was the last woman to win back-to-back IronWoman series. Lana Rogers is trying to do the same. That was 7 years ago, and she is really struggling in this one. But you can see what we spoke about. Get out hard in the opening leg, settle yourself down, be good on your skills in and out of transition, and your race is just a whole lot easier compared to being at back of the pack. It's frantic. People are yelling at you. You've got people all around you. It couldn't be more stressful and couldn't be more different from front to back.
And we know what's on the line here today. Yes, this is round 6 of the Nutri-Grain IronWomen series, but we know the series is being decided. Someone gets that extra page in the history books, their name goes in there, and these athletes, they know that. You could feel it when we arrived this morning. The tension's up, the excitement's on.
Yeah, Georgia Miller spoke to her early this morning. She was very nervous, but she was excited. She knew exactly how many points she needed to finish second, exactly what would have to happen to jump in front of Lana Rogers. It's only Lizzie Wellborn and Georgia Miller who can beat her in the overall series. Something would have to go dramatically wrong for that to happen. It doesn't look like the case at the moment because it's Georgia Miller in 1, Danny McKenzie in 2, then it's Lana Rogers in 3. Just behind her, I think that might be Electra Outram who's paddled her way into 4th place. They're very strong. Lizzie Wellborn as well. They turn from home. Danny McKenzie gets a run around. There's a wave on here as well. Our leaders, if they go hard, they can get down this. Miller puts the pace down. McKenzie puts the pace down. The back markers, they might run down the top as well. No, that's Taylor Halliday who's paddled up into 3rd place. So big from the young gun. And Lana Rogers, don't worry about catching the wave. I'll just paddle over the top and down the front. You've got to keep the nose straight. Don't let it go sideways, and no dramas at all. So it's Miller on the right, Rogers in the middle, Danny McKenzie top of screen now on the pink. They've just got to keep working it. Board done. This is the ski, only swim to go, and Georgia Miller just gives her a little side eye there, takes a look across and goes, I'm feeling good today. How about you?
And that's the excitement today, Josh. We know we've got waves and conditions. They're not going to outrace Rogers, but if they put her under pressure in these conditions, if they can lead her, be there with her when we come through these wave zones, they'll test her. Can she continue to execute when the series is on the line?
Spot on. Danny McKenzie, 7th yesterday, 5th on Friday. She'll be looking to be on the podium today. That is for sure. Rogers goes around in 2nd place. Miller in 3rd. No pressure on these girls. Taylor Halliday heading into her best leg, the swim, in 4th place. She will be feeling very confident. Gemma Smith, number 7, goes through.
Huge
Maddie
move
Dunn,
from Smith.
huge. From last place all the way up into 4th there. Lizzie Wellborn, Hannah Scully. Carla Papak leads this group around. This is 12, 13, 14. Courtney Hancock, she is out of the red zone. Electra Outram's in it, but Naomi Scott's there. So Courtney Hancock is the last spot. Electra Outram, Emily Doyle, Naomi Scott, Jade Hardstaff, Derbyshire and Spencer are all in the red zone at the moment, and that is not where you want to be. Courtney Hancock just managed to get her way out.
The survival format, we love it. The pressure is on. We're in the swim leg. We'll be right back. The Nutri-Grain IronWomen are in the water. We'll see you shortly. It's a stunning Sunday to decide the Nutri-Grain Iron Women's Series. Josh Minogue, former Coolangatta Gold champion. We're in the swim here. It's survival.
It's the last leg of the opening race here, so this is where we're going to cull some people. It's a long way to come to only do one race, and Georgia Miller and Lana Rogers head to head on the front. You can see how much that water's moving. The tide's starting to run out just a little bit, and starting to run in a little bit, pushing that white water through, and you can see sets coming through across the cans. Get to the can first, turn for home, and you might just get a wave. Georgia Miller, she's versed around. Will she get onto this? No, not enough. Taylor Halliday climbs all over Lana Rogers. Lana Rogers goes back onto her. So that is the old buck and the young bull there getting into it at the moment. They really love it. There's waves on. Someone's got that. Someone's pushed down that. One of the girls in green, Taylor Halliday, has gone flying out in front. That might have been Danielle McKenzie who picked that up, but Taylor Halliday gone to the lead, likes this format, and she's had a strong series so far in just her first full year. Had a 6th yesterday. That was her best result. Looks like she's coming into form today, and she's one of those girls trying to battle it out for the top 10.
Oh, as they came around that can, Josh, we know what's on the line today. That was elbows out racing at its best. Absolutely unstoppable as they came around the corner, and as you said, the waves are significant here today. This will change the race places as we get towards the beach.
Yeah, there's been another change through there. It looks like maybe Danny McKenzie's come through, or is that Courtney Hancock who's pushed the whole way through there? They got a runner on the wave. We'll wait to see when they stand up. There's another little wave on the inside. You get nothing for winning race one except a little bit of satisfaction and a slightly bigger rest than the rest of the girls. So as we wash into the beach, we wait to see who it is when they stand up and come around. It might even be Maddie Dunn, is it? Gets up, Maddie Dunn gets it done. What a result from her. She's not having the best summer of her life. She's finished second in the series before. At the moment, she's 12th overall. A huge swim for Maddie Dunn. She'll win race one, but it's not the top end we're worried about. It's the bottom 6. We will send them home. Maddie Dunn gets it done, crosses the line in first. Lana Rogers in second. Taylor Halliday. Danny McKenzie, that is her in 4 there. Lizzie Wellborn in 5. Georgia Miller in 6. So they're all safe at the moment. 7 is Emma Woods. Naomi Scott is 8. Tiani Massey looks like she'll come across in 9. All very safe. 14's the number. 14's the number. So Tiani Massey crosses the line in 9. Gemma Smith in 10. Hannah Scully in 11. As they go across, they're safe. Who's that? Brielle Cooper in 12. We've only got 2 more spots. Maddie Spencer, Courtney Hancock survived. Charlotte Cross, I think she goes home. And just like that, maybe Charlotte Cross, yeah, she's the last one. She misses out, and that is brutal for the young athlete.
Oh, that's why we call it survival. Let's get down to the sand with Jordan Mercer.
Maddie Dunn, back where you belong. That's got to give you some confidence.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I can't say I haven't had bad luck. I've just been going terrible, and it's great to get this win, and hopefully I make it through the next 2 rounds, and yeah, give it some.
It's showtime, Maddie. We know you've got what it takes. Can't wait to see it.
Thank you.
Oh, she's having a tough summer, but geez, it's good to see that smile once again. Maddie Dunn there with Jordan Mercer. We'll be right back straight after this. Survival is the name of the game. The format we're racing here in round 6 of the Nutri-Grain Iron Women. Josh, and the big news, all the big names got it done, sitting exactly where they want to be.
Yeah, that's exactly right. The girls in green looking strong. Maddie Dunn gets it done on top. Rogers, Halliday, McKenzie, Wellborn, Miller, all the big hitters are there, but it's over the page that we are interested in. Those in red going home. Charlotte Cross, in just her first weekend of racing, has been fantastic. Great to see her there. Lucy Derbyshire, she did the Next Gen series earlier today. That's her 4th race for today. You can understand she'd be a little bit tired against these girls, but she's got a bright future ahead of her. 1 race down, 2 to go. Ski, swim, board is the order. 14 girls, only 8 will go through to the final, and it's all on here. If any of the girls are any chance of toppling Lana Rogers in the overall series, they have to do it here. If Rogers makes the next round, it's all over Red Rover. If she gets knocked out, there's a chance for Lizzie Wellborn and Georgia Miller. They need to to have the race of their life, and they need a lot of the girls to do the same. A little false start there in the centre. Maybe Emma Woods in the centre there, just got the jump.
Just checking that one there. Here we're in the first leg of the second race in this survival format, live from Kingscliff Beach, the Nutri-Grain round 6 action here. What a summer we have had. All these races in just over 2 weeks. Set to go, Josh.
Off and away, very, very fast from all these girls. They drag those skis. They're over 20 kilos. No problem at all. They jump on and away. Danny McKenzie, centre of screen in the green. She flies off. So does Lana Rogers. You can see the urgency. Georgia Miller as well. Up and over. Gets a little bit of air there. Lana Rogers off to a flying start. The exact start you'd want if you just knew you had to get in the top 8 to make all your dreams come true. And it's Danny McKenzie and Lana Rogers going stroke for stroke.
Out the back they go, the clean and green looking sensational here. Kingscliff, the shore break, very tricky, and plenty of waves crashing through, Josh. Plenty to contend with.
That'll slow a few down at the back. That's really made life hard. It looks like maybe Tiani Massey cops one in the chest there. A few of the girls have been hit, and their leaders are absolutely off and flying. Have a look at those 3 out in front. It's the world downwind ski champion in the centre, Danny McKenzie. It's Gemma Smith trying to go to the Olympics for kayaking, and it's the defending series champion, Lana Rogers. Talk about talent. That is as good as it gets.
Danielle McKenzie, one of the most consistent performers over so many years. She's so consistent. She's so tough out there. Great to see her leading this one out. She'll be striving to get on that podium, climb her way up the leaderboard. She'll turn this can in front.
Emma Woods in 4th place, just going around the can there. She's got the orange and blue nose on her ski. Just a teenager at this, her first full season, mixing it with the big guns. There's Georgia Miller on the white and pink, Lizzie Wellborn on the yellow. Then there is a gap back maybe to Carla Papak and Taylor Halliday back there. Sorry, Taylor Halliday back there. So there's a bit of a gap opening up, we can see already. And if you get left off the back, that is all over Red Rover, because we know you turn the final can, you put a couple big strokes in the water, and you will find a wave.
And the names are there we need right now. Wellborn and Miller right there with Lana Rogers. McKenzie really striding out. A little bit of bump there as she went around the can with Gemma Smith, but that won't worry her. Cruising down that
cuts
wave.
Across in front of her. That is a way to get on a wave on your own. Now she's going to have to take the drop, brings it back round. Surf skills from the world champion. That means she is the best in the business, bar none, doing that sort of stuff. And she's done it so very well. Lana Rogers, Gemma Smith on the next wave. There's 3 on the little runner behind that, 4 on the wave back there. Remember, we're taking the top 8. The bottom 6 are going home. So the wave 3 is really what we're looking at as Danny McKenzie starts to really open a gap.
Gotta love that action. They came together around the can, and that was D-Mac saying, here we go, this is how we do it, young gun. This is how we get back to the beach, and she'll lead us onto the sand.
Risky move, but risk and reward there. It meant she was on the wave on her own. Strong through transition. Ski, swim, board. She's looking very, very strong.
Now down there with her toes in the sand, Jordan Mercer. Jordan, take us through this chase pack. That shore break is looking very tricky as they come in.
It certainly is. It is nearly complete chaos down here. The women are doing an incredible job to pick up those waves off the back bank, but when they bring them back to that shorey, the job is not over. It's who's going to handle that best today, and at the moment, Danielle McKenzie out in front, definitely making the best of it.
Oh, how lucky are we, Josh? Former Nutri-Grain Series champion Jordan Mercer with those insights from the sand, and D-Mac leading this one out.
Courtney Hancock just going through transition in 11th place at the moment, so she is hot in the red zone. Right now, it's Taylor Halliday, Hannah Scully in the red zone, Courtney Hancock, Naomi Scott, and Maddie Spencer and Maddie Dunn. So our winner in race 1 is currently last in race 2. So what a turn up for the books at the moment. It can go south just that quickly.
And that's why we love this format. It's called Survival. So many twists and turns, and the waves coming in off that point. The right of your screen when they turn back to the beach is where the action is all going to happen. Strap yourself in. It's survival. These athletes are on fire. We'll be right back in 60 seconds time. the second leg of the swim here in the second race of survival. And we're with our race leader here, Josh. It's argy-bargy around the cans, and it's all about staying out of that red zone.
We are at the halfway mark of survival, and these girls have been on the rivet from the start. Have a look at the pressure some of these girls are under as they go around the cans. Lana Rogers has gone to the lead past Danielle McKenzie, so that's 1 and 2 there. A gap back to Georgia Miller into 3, and it's all about trying to find a wave. McKenzie stops, stands up. She thinks she sees something there, tries to push for this. Will Rogers get it? I don't think either of them will get it, so I don't know if standing up was the right move for McKenzie. They'll get a go at this, but here we go. 1, 2 down the back. Lizzie Wellborn, Georgia Miller, straight past our leaders. Can Rogers and McKenzie pick it up broken? I don't think so. So this race, once again, has a twist and a turn for us. 4 on out the back. There's 4 inside. That's your 8. We can see somebody swimming on their own out the back there. That is the red zone you see coming around the can, but they'll get a push down a wave as well. So big moves all over the place from these girls. Lizzie Wellborn, Georgia Miller back to the lead.
And we love to see the surf. It just adds such an X factor in all of these races. And it's not just about getting that party wave from the back to the front, but how you use your advantage when it comes.
That's exactly right. I can see Tiani Massey in the centre there. She's in the orange, working very hard. Lana Rogers pushing on the front. Lizzie Wellborn stands up. Georgia Miller stands up. There's a couple more getting a push down this little one inshore, so we're going to have a big shake-up of the overall standings in race number 2. We've done ski, we've done swim. Board to go in race 2. 8 will survive, 6 will go home. We've already said goodbye to 6 in the first race, and these 2, they'll be praying the rest of the field can get up and past Lana Rogers. They're the only 2 that can, but Rogers hot on her heels. They're not letting her go anywhere. She's 1 leg away from another Nutri-Grain IronWoman series. If she finishes in the top 8 here, she's home and hosed. McKenzie, Massey, then there's Woods, Taylor Halliday. Brielle Cooper's having her best day this summer. She's been battling with a knee injury all summer long. Today she is looking good and on fire. She wants to be in this final, and that is the top 8 there. All of them up and across. Gemma Smith, Scully, Hancock, Scott, Spencer, Dunn. They are in the red zone.
And out they head once again, Josh. The big 3 names when it comes down to deciding the series there. Georgia Miller, Lizzie Wellborn on that yellow ski, and Lana Rogers in the pink, just sitting perfectly there in the middle. She's got her eyes on the prize.
We can see the back markers just coming through now. That's Courtney Hancock through. That's Naomi Scott, Maddie Dunn charging as well. So these girls, they're 48 seconds down on the top 8. Something happened there. They didn't get a wave, obviously, in the Wayne in the swim. They didn't get anything on the ski as our leaders get hit. Just like that, Wellborn leans up and over, and so does Rogers. Looks like Georgia Miller just copped it a little bit worse, but there is a giant gap between the top 8. There's maybe 15 seconds from 8th back to 9th.
Survival, the format we're racing here. And again, as we've said, Lana Rogers has the ability here to put her name in the history book. She's racing so well, getting the rewards for an incredible summer. So consistent, so dominant. She's had the challenges come to her as well from Georgia Miller, and she sits here sitting really well. Look at her up on the board there, going through this break with Lizzie Wellborn right next to her.
Yeah, she's making history today. She'll be one of just 7 women to win multiple series ever in the sport. Names like Carla Gilbert, Christy Cameron, Liz Plumers, Courtney Hancock, Reen Corbett. They're a very special group of people, and Lana Rogers belongs in that group. And, well, she's half a leg away from being in that group. She's just got to make the final. That is all she wrote. Lizzie Wellborn's trying to get one over. I know Lizzie Wellborn wants a race win this year. She's desperate for it, and you can see the determination on her there to go to the front, get around, get first shot at the waves.
And I know we can feel it now with Lana, Josh, but let's not forget these waves. It has been a really tricky break coming back in. So there may be a few twists and turns yet. The champ's still got to get back to the beach.
That's exactly right. The girls turn for home. That group was 3, 4 and 5. Danielle McKenzie, Tiani Massey, then Emma Woods and Taylor Halliday and Brielle Cooper coming around. They all get a little run here. The only one to miss it is Woods. Danielle McKenzie almost cleans up Lana Rogers. Georgia Miller looks across and knows that her series chances are over with this one. Lana Rogers just needs to ride this to the beach, and she will survive the opening 2 rounds. They put the power down now. These girls working very hard. There's Tiani Massey, Danny McKenzie, Massey on the left, McKenzie on the right. They keep punching. Georgia Miller's off it. Lizzie Wellborn's going to go down. Oh, Lana Rogers throws their hands up and says, you can have it. I might take the entire series. Out the back, there's 2 more on another wave. So it's all happening here. That might be our top 8. We've got 3 on the beach, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 on her own. Well, this is going to be very, very interesting for the final spot. But Danny McKenzie, Tiani Massey, Lizzie Wellborn will go up and around. But our champ, she's been the champ all summer long. She will claim her second Nutri-Grain IronWoman Series title with this win. Well, I don't know if we'll even get a smile out of her face because she knows the job's not done, but that is all she wrote. Lana Rogers is our 2020-2021 champion.
Congratulations to Lana Rogers there. We've still got the 3rd leg in this survival one, and don't make any mistakes. She will be hungry to finish this summer off in style, but a big congrats go to her there. But let's look at who's in the red zone here.
Exactly. This might be the last spot. Taylor Halliday cruising along in 8th place, so the gap was massive in the end. Woods got there, Cooper, Miller, Rogers all got there. Hannah Scully's missed out. So's Maddie Spencer, Gemma Smith, Hancock, Scott and Dunn. That is all she wrote. Maddie Spencer charged up around. That's our race 1 winner. Gemma Smith, that's her worst result of the season as well. Drama aplenty.
Well, let's get ourselves down to the sand with Jordan Mercer.
Danny, that's got to feel good. It's got to give you confidence.
Yeah, look, I'm feeling really strong, and I think I've felt that the whole way through, but yeah, just be really positive and no mistakes out there.
How badly do you want a title today?
Oh, look, I want it so bad. I've been wanting it for the last few years, but look, still got a bit of work to do, and I just give it my all.
I feel like today could be the day, Danny. You've got what it takes. All the best.
Thank you, Geordie.
Down there with D-Mac, Danielle McKenzie, one of the most consistent performers across the series. Can she grab herself around? We'll find out very shortly. We'll be right back straight after this. Round 6 of the Nutri-Grain Iron Women there. We're seeing survival at its very, very best, Josh. Some surprises there in that one. D-Mac getting the win, but of course, no surprises with who's wrapped up the series.
Yeah, that lady right there, Lana Rogers, is your champ this summer. Unbelievable. We'll take a look at the results from race number 2. Mackenzie, Massey, Wellborn, Rogers, Miller, Cooper, Woods and Halliday, the 2 girls from Alex Just Survive, Hannah Scully and Maddie Spencer. Their series is done for the year. Dunn, Smith, Scott and Courtney Hancock, they all went out in race number 2. We've got 1 to go. We've crowned ourselves a series champion. Let's get a round 6 champion on the line, and it's all business for Lana Rogers. No time to celebrate. It's time to get into survival. Race number 3, swim, board, skis, the order. They head down the beach straight into the rip. The girls are off and away, and once again, Rogers, Massey to the front, Georgia Miller there with it. Lizzie Wellborn tries to jump in behind, and Taylor Halliday and Emma Woods, both the Alex girls in pink, doing their best to stick it with the girls in green.
And how exciting is this, Josh? We've got the orange racing colours out there. These are our wild cards out there, mixing it with Lana Rogers in the yellow, our qualifiers in the green, racing out there with our wild cards. How exciting is this for this young athlete?
Tiani Massey, great from the Maroochydore Club. She is a big star of the future. She's had a stellar summer, sitting 8th overall or 7th overall on the point score right now. So she's looking to really climb that ladder. A big result here could put her into the top 5, and she's in the thick of it at the moment. Look at the push and the shove. Georgia Miller in 1, Lana Rogers in 2, Massey in 3. Danielle McKenzie, I think, has gone out all on her own on the far right-hand side of your screen. Taylor Halliday trying to go with her. Emma Woods caught in the middle, and you don't want to be there. You either got to take the right line or the far line. You don't want to go half and half, and I think Woods has made a mistake there. McKenzie, she's not the fastest swimmer, but it looks like it's paying off for her at the moment.
And how good it would be, D-Mac, to get to the top of the podium. One of the most loved athletes across this series. So consistent. But Lana Rogers, she's got the series wrapped up, but she is so competitive. As with all these athletes, she's going to want to finish this summer in style.
And the other girls, they don't care whether she's won the series or not. They're all looking for a round win here. Georgia Miller wants to finish 2nd on the point score. So does Lizzie Wellborn. The other girls are looking to stand on the top of the podium for the first time ever. They are as competitive as you can imagine. The series might be over, but the war is still happening, and they're about to go to war around this can. Rogers leans into it, gets herself in and around, a couple extra strokes on the outside. Miller's in there in second, then Wellborn, Tiani Massey, Taylor Halliday, Danny McKenzie, Woods are as well in the mix at the moment, and Brielle Cooper just on the tail doing a fantastic job.
Oh, imagine if we could get some orange and wildcard Massey up there onto the podium as well, Josh. The X Factor, we've still got plenty of waves, as we've seen. So Rogers is leading this one out, controlling it, which is, she's making a bit of a statement.
Waves are on. We'll get 2, 3, 4 down that one. They're all over the top of each other. Tiani Massey, Lana Rogers, then Georgia Miller comes together. Oh my God, it's all happening at the moment. Out in front, Taylor Halliday looks like she's done the best of it. Woods has picked it up with Brielle Cooper on the far right-hand side. So they're going to get a run down into the middle as well. So big action on the front at the moment. Georgia Miller somehow manages to stay on the front. Taylor Halliday in pink. She's in second place. It looks like Brielle Cooper in third. Lana Rogers in fourth. Tiani Massey in fifth. No Danny McKenzie. No Emma Woods either. They're on the right-hand side out the back.
And the twists and the turns. We think anything could happen here in this race. We are in the third race here in survival. First leg is in the water. It's the swim, the board and the ski still to come as they get to the beach here, stroking through that little inside zone there before they get into the shore break. First up, Georgia Miller up to her feet and leading us onto the sand.
No dramas at all. She'll look to make as much of an advantage as she possibly can in that group. There we go. Back to Rogers. It's Lizzie Wellborn actually who's third in there. So the big three continue to go hammer and tong. It's like a clash of the Titans. Miller in one. Rogers running her down, closing the gap. So that gap's really closed up. Wellborn there. Tiani Massey in the orange. Taylor Halliday in the pink. That's your top five as they go round. Then it's Brielle Cooper, Emma Woods and Danielle McKenzie with plenty of work to do, but they're heading onto the craft legs now. And we know McKenzie's just so good on that craft, but it's 1 and 2. Miller and Rogers, Wellborn in 3.
And you've got to love the intent through the transition from Rogers. She's as good as it gets right now. She closed that gap. It was quite a break there for Miller, but she just put the foot down through the sand and cut 10 and 20 metres off that lead.
People think it's swim, board, ski, but it's swim, board, ski transition. We'll take a replay of that wave. Massey just gets around it, starts to wash down this, lands on top of Lana Rogers. Lana Rogers is good enough to keep riding the wave, bounce Tiani Massey off her back and keep going. That is surf skills extraordinaire in the water. Unbelievable stuff. The action's all happening. Have a look at Lizzie Wellborn go. She's rating twice as fast as the rest of the field there on the yellow board. Have a look at how quick her arms are going. She's up, caught our leaders, and she's about to go to the front.
And this is why this sport is a cut above. These Iron Women, let's not forget, we've had 5 rounds in just over 2 weeks. We've already had 2 rounds so far this weekend.
The girls
and we're back for survival with Big Swell.
Emma Woods getting hit. Danny McKenzie getting hit. That's the first time they've been hit all race so far, and not what you want at this point. There's 4 in the lead. Taylor Halliday sitting off the back on her own. Then her teammate from Alexandra Headland, Emma Woods. Then Danielle McKenzie and Brielle Cooper right off the tail. But it's Wellborn in 1, Rogers in 2.
And as we head back out through this beautiful break at Kingscliff live on the beach here, enough to make a difference, Josh, as it comes off the point. Beautiful shots as they turn those cans there down onto the stomach and powering through this board leg.
You want to put an exclamation mark on winning a series. It's winning the final round, and that's what Lana Rogers is determined to do. She doesn't want to share. There's no sharing titles here. It's Lizzie Wellborn looking for her first this summer. Georgia Miller's chasing a third, which is incredible given she had an 8th to start the series. She's just gotten better and better and better. And Tiani Massey, she is the ultimate wild card. Turns that can, pushes for a wave. There's a little lump here. I don't think Massey's going to get it, but maybe our leaders will. They put the power down, start to go for home. We can see out the back it's coming from all different directions now, usually from right to left on your screen, but that wind's caused it to just become a little wonky out there, and Lizzie Wellborn takes advantage. Lana Rogers, Georgia Miller, side by side, just behind.
Nice little break here for Wellborn. She'll ride this one all the way to the beach, cool, calm and collected, just looking to keep a little bit of a gap here as we head to the last leg. Josh, this is round 6, our final round for summer here
Look at
on
Rogers
Kingscliff Beach, and here comes the champ.
Lana Rogers just uses that run, and so does Georgia Miller to catch up with Lizzie Wellborn over the top. Rogers did all that work, gets down. We are swim done, board done, just ski to go. This is it, a race in 3. 1, 2 and 3 in the point score. 1, 2 and 3 all week. weekend long, and they're going to fight it out in the final leg of the final race. Here we go. Lana Rogers 1, Lizzie Wellborn 2, Georgia Miller. She goes through in 3. The gap has just opened up to Tiani Massey, and it's all about getting on this ski now, getting away as cleanly as possible. Rogers and Miller have been better than Lizzie Wellborn all weekend at this. Lizzie Wellborn will have to have the start of her life if she wants to stick it with the other girls. Massey, she goes through. She's now well over 15 seconds down. Then Emma Woods, Taylor Halliday. They've got plenty of work to do, the training partners from Alexandra Headland. Brielle Cooper and Danielle McKenzie coming through transition as well. And Rogers has made her move. Rogers has made her move. That was it. She was on and away. So clean, so quick, so fast. And she's got a full ski length lead on Lizzie Wellborn and Georgia Miller. If they're smart, the two girls in second and third, they'll start to work together. They'll take wash leads, try and bring her back. Oh, Lana Rogers gets up and over one. I thought she was going to get clipped there. I thought she was going to cop it in the face, but she didn't. She leant back, got the nose up and over, had no issues at all. And look at Lizzie Wellborn come after her.
And just a little break there for Wellborn, but technically so good there from Rogers. She got off the beach fast, and then that wave came, clipped her straight across the stomach there, but keeps it smooth, keeps it going, settles into her rhythm now. And this big three, Rogers, Wellborn, Miller, out by 15, 16, 17 seconds on the rest of the pack.
Very, very big gap back to 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. To the race in 3 at the moment. Lizzie Wellborn looks so determined. I know how badly she wants a round win here. She's paddled herself up onto Lana Rogers. There's no time saving it up. Burn all your matches now. Go for broke because it's coming to a head right now. Race 3 of survival. First across the line takes out round 3. The war is over, but you can still win a battle here for Lana Rogers, Lizzie Wellborn and Georgia Miller.
They'll turn these cans, and again, wave selection will be critical. Here, this is round number 6. We know that Lana Rogers has got the series. Says hello to the can as she goes
very
around.
Close, very close. She might have just opened the door for Lizzie Wellborn. Here they go. They'll push down the back of this on a run. They've got one can to turn. Then they'll go for broke. Georgia Miller just sitting on the back. She'll be hoping that they all get the same wave and back herself up the beach after the sprint finish yesterday. Here comes Lizzie Wellborn. Lizzie Wellborn's gone up. Lana Rogers going to the far right-hand side. Georgia Miller as well. This is the wave. Will Miller get down it? Will Miller get down it? She does. Cuts across. Smart from Georgia Miller. She wants the inside line. She knows she's the quickest up the beach. So against Lana Rogers and Lizzie Wellborn.
We got the big 3 here on the waves, Josh. This is going to be an unbelievable finish. Let's get to the beach.
For the final time, these girls will go head to head. Georgia Miller on the left, Lizzie Wellborn in the centre. Lana Rogers, will she get over it on the right-hand side? She's going to have to push down it. The nose dips. The nose dips. She gets down it. Georgia Miller focused, not looking around. Rogers has gone over the top of one. Rogers has gone over the top of one. She's out in front. She's got a small advantage. She's going to be the first to stand up, but the furthest down the beach. It's time for a sprint. We're going to the left. Rogers is up and away. Rogers is up and away. Georgia Miller goes after her. I don't think she'll get her. Rogers is going to put an exclamation mark on a huge summer. She celebrates, comes across the line. She wins the series. She wins the round. She's the champion. Lana Rogers is the best we've seen.
Unbelievable, unstoppable Lana Rogers there. Miller and Wellborn, absolutely incredible finish, Josh. It doesn't get any better than that.
Unbelievable there. The top 3 head-to-head. This is the race for 4th place. Tiani Massey, Emma Woods, Taylor Halliday. 3 girls from the Sunshine Coast. The sprint's on. Woods, Massey. They're going to get a bit of push and shove around that can. Woods ducks in the inside there. Gets the jump over Tiani Massey for 4th place there. So Emma Woods, Tiani Massey. It's all hugs and handshakes. Taylor Halliday as well. So 3 teenagers from the Sunshine Coast. Unbelievable. Danielle McKenzie will finish in 7th place there. Brielle Cooper gets an 8th. Great finish for her. What a race. Lana Rogers can't believe it.
Outstanding effort there from the young guns, Generation Next, but it was all about the big 3 and Lana Rogers taking the series and winning round number 6. We'll be back to have a chat with her straight after this. Welcome back to round 6 of the Nutri-Grain IronMan and IronWoman series. This amazing crowd at Kingscliff Beach in northern New South Wales. What a location, what a race. Let's get down to our race winner, Lana Rogers. She is with Jordan Mercer.
Lana Rogers, what does this series title mean to you?
Oh, so much. There's a lot of people in my corner, and can't believe it. That's the best season I've done so far. So I'm really thankful for everybody. They know who they are, so I'm just really thankful for the support people I have around me.
If we can look back 6 years, you were living in Rockhampton, you were a swimmer. What was the motivation behind this journey that you have taken to the very top of IronWoman racing?
It's funny, I was just talking about this when the series started and it finally was coming together and kicking off. I just wanted to be a great IronWoman, and obviously I watched you go around, Liz, I watched you go around, I watched Liz go around, still watching Courts go around, so I just wanted to be one of you guys, and I'm just here now and I'm two-time Nutri-Grain IronWoman champion, and it's so unreal, and again this series means so much to me, so I'm really thankful.
As you said, Lana, there's winning it once and then there's winning it twice. This dominance, can we expect to see it into the future? Let it soak in, but what are your goals?
I just want to keep doing as best as I can, and I want to keep improving, and I want to be able to do these crazy skills that's going to make me win these races and keep going. So I'm so thankful, and I just want to keep getting better and keep going on this journey.
It's been inspiring to watch, Lana. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks to Jordan there and Lana Rogers. Back-to-back series championships for her to get through 3 rounds in consecutive days, just 2 weeks apart, and win on the final day. Some effort. Josh, take us through the official results.
How scary is it if she wants to keep getting better? She is in first place there. Georgia Miller in second, Lizzie Wellborn in third. Then the young guns, Woods, Massey and Halliday, 4, 5 and 6. Mackenzie and Cooper, they made the third race. A very, very great effort. Scully and Spencer inside the top 10. Dunn, Smith, Scott, Courtney Hancock, Charlotte Cross, she is the star of the future, watch out for her. Jade Hardstaff, Electria Outram and Lucy Derbyshire, who got into this race because of Harriet Brown. Big shout out to Harriet, who still managed, despite only doing 5 of 6 rounds, to finish inside the top 10.
Go Harriet.
I hope she is feeling better. But Lana Rogers on top, 10-point gap to Georgia Miller, who beats Lizzie Wellborn on a countback. She had 2 wins there. Mackenzie finishes 4th. Massey in just her first full year in 5. Same with Woods, Gemma Smith, Halliday, Scott, and as we said, Brown inside the top 10. That's where you want to be for the first time in a long time. Courtney Hancock outside the top 10 with Maddie Dunn. Maddie Spencer, Scully, Cooper, Carla Papak, Doyle, Outram, Cross and Hardstaff.
Close to a start now in the men's final. It's survival, and we'll be back in 60 seconds.